guys, welcome to this video. So first and foremost, congratulations to the 3 winners of the giveaway of the 30,000 Q&A. So as you can see, I'm currently in London. We're just about to go to a FalconFX Meetup, and I don't normally show this stuff, but it's going to be good to probably catch some interesting conversations and just overall just see what's behind the scenes. So it's going to be sick. Have nothing planned really, but it's going to be pretty good. So yeah, join me there in a couple minutes.
No, it's gonna hurt, but you're worth fighting for.
Because ultimately, as a side effect, your routines and your processes will give you the results in the first place. So you just have to reverse engineer it and see what kind of processes you've got, and that normally tells you the clue.
You can also bring that into your training as well. If you're not doing that for training, then you leave a lot of percentage on the table. Talking about a couple of other guys, it's like, I see people make the same mistake for 6 months because they just don't track anything. The moment they start tracking, it's like, hang on a sec, this simple mistake I've been making, I now know how to fix that. And straight away, the results change. So that's why we talk about all the time, like you need to track the data, ASR, and work out, okay, why did I make that mistake? Fix it. So then naturally you're going to have better problems, but you're going to be increasing the results over time.
What's up guys, welcome to Michael Bamber's video. Don't forget to like and is it filming? Oh no. It has to be. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. He's a G. See you guys in the next video.
Message on Slack. Yep. Thank you very much. No worries, man. Thank you, Anna.
Like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to Michael Bamber. Follow Falcon. Okay, bye. Peace.
I'm recording Michael. I think so. That's a sick video.
Michael Bamber in its natural habitat.
What's going on guys, hope you're doing well. So we've just finished up with the Falcon meetup here in London, and Mark, yes. Welcome back to the channel. So Mark was back on the channel back in September with Amsterdam. We thought we'd just have a quick conversation and just give some value. So
yeah, good conversation. Is that, how long has that been since then? So that has been
6 months, right?
Yeah, it's been a little while.
5-6 months?
Yeah, it's gone by so quick.
Yeah.
And we was having we was having a conversation earlier about your progression, how you're feeling right now, and things like that. So you've broken through to consistency. 6 months going into your 7th month.
Yes.
Feeling good?
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
So you've stuck to the processes, and I remember from the conversation that we had then. What's changed? Is there anything that's changed, or are you still doing the same thing?
Still doing the exact same thing. Obviously, things have evolved all the time. I've refined different processes. Even something as simple like I've tried to optimize everything to the most efficient version of it can be. But in terms of the process, forecasting, ASR, like everything's the same. Just consistency carrying.
So I remember we were speaking about self-worth and those kind of things.
Yeah.
Have you put those things in place as well to feel consistent?
Yeah, you have to.
Self-worth.
You have to, I believe.
Yeah.
I think, I've talked about this before, but like self-development gets chucked under the bush so much, and people just focus on technicals. But if you really start to develop that self-worth and self-confidence with that, then it makes a big difference. So for me, even something as feeling consistent before you are consistent, and you have to put processes in place in alignment with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like we talked about before. You have to ask those quality questions, that you are a consistently profitable trader before it happens.
Well, it's good to see the change as well. Like I said to you, there's definitely, from when we sat down to now, a different person. And when people often ask, they see someone, they break through to consistency, or they achieve something in success in the music industry or in football or whatever it is, they see oh, now they've got the growth, and they don't realise all the work that was put in,
Yeah.
and then 1 month later they're an overnight success, but it's not. It takes time of doing the same thing over and over again, and it might not, they say do the same thing over and over again, and you're expecting different results is insanity, yeah? There's an element of truth in that. Doing the same process over and over again is a little bit different, because you can refine what that is. So, for example, the quality of your forecasting. Say your routine is, for traders out there, say your routine is forecasting. If you're going to forecast and you're just going, right, I expect it to be either A, B or C, these scenarios, and then what happens is it's just vague. So then you keep missing trades, and you're not reverse engineering, going back over the process and realizing that, well, you need to go into detail. So for you, when you've refined that, has forecasting been a big thing for you to look in more detail and realize, well, I missed that trade, why did I miss that trade, and how can I ensure that I don't?
100%. And like we talked about before, you get to a point where you miss enough trades, where you hit rock bottom, and you just look yourself in the mirror and be like, I have to figure out a process and put it in place so that I can capitalize on these trades. And that's the point that I got to like 6-7 months ago.
Yeah.
And
only so much pain you can take, right? Until you
exactly.
realise that there's only keep making this mistake over and over again.
Exactly. You reach a point of pain where you can't take enough more, and you just develop yourself from there.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what I did.
No, that's sick to see that.
Yeah.
Big goals for 2020.
Huge goals, man. It's going to be sick. It's going to be sick.
It's going to be really, really good.
It's going to push me.
I think that one of the biggest things will be the shift in the market this year as well, because as we shift into more, I don't want to just say impulsive, because to the rest of the trading world may not know what that means, but more lucrative. There's more opportunity naturally in the market, so we have to be in that mind frame of abundance as well. If you take 2019's market conditions, bring it into 2020 with your space, you could miss out on so many other positions as well. So longer term plays, medium, short term, it's going to be pretty sick.
It's going to be good. EuroCAD? You watching EuroCAD?
Yeah, EuroCAD. So EuroCAD, Aussie Kiwi, we've got dollar CAD as well.
Euro dollar maybe.
Euro dollar potentially, and there's a few other ones. There's a few pound pairs that might need a little bit. I'm curious to see pound dollar, how that develops. It's not really just yet. It's creating a much larger correction.
Yeah.
Once we get some more commitment, that's going to be decent. Right now, what I'm doing as well, which, as you know, your style's so close to mine from vigorous trade recaps and things like that. But what I'm doing right now is I'm willing to sacrifice a trade that's short term for the longer term one. So for example, someone asked me today, are you looking at pound yen? Pound yen looks really clear. It's got that expanding pattern, that it's near the double top. Would you take the override, or why is it not on your watch list? And if I look at EuroCAD price action wise doesn't look anywhere near as good, but I'd rather stay out of that to have my risk open, so then I can risk money onto EuroCAD, because it's a longer term play. So it's really in that mindset of, you have to be willing to sacrifice a short-term trade that might look good for a longer-term play that I would rather put my money on the table on. That makes sense?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
it's that shift as well is in my head.
Yeah.
Main ones for, of course, next week is Aussie Kiwi long, EuroCAD long. Those are the main two ones that could go.
Yeah.
I mean, Aussie Kiwi on the weekly looks lovely.
Yes.
Daily, the channel, the pattern, it's clear.
3-touch pattern.
It's now just the entry. The entry.
That larger flag, or if we get hover, that'd be really
larger
nice.
flag, 15-minute entry will be the play.
Yeah, but risk entry to the upside.
It's going to be a really, really good year, and just making those little tweaks. So
it's going to be good to see the progression.
It's going to be good.
Big year ahead.
Yeah.
But any last words of one last thing I want to talk about. Yeah. If there's traders watching this, right, in the beginning stages of the journey, what advice or what little tip could they implement into their trading or their life to kind of take away into their own trading that would help? Would you say anything? Anything from experience? Yeah,
I would say that if I put me on the spot, just thinking about if I was to talk to my younger self as a trader, and thinking about what would be the main things I wish people would tell me, would be more so managing that morning routine and evening routine. Because what I found is, and this is later on with experience, if you take care of the morning and you take care of the evening, other things you can't control. If you've got a 9-to-5 job, for example, and you want to get out of that 9-to-5 job and you want to be a full-time trader, I'm sure many of you have that goal, right? But if you're thinking it from this perspective, certain things, let's say for example you're called out to meetings all the time, and you've got to do these things, you can't control what happens in your work day because of these different projects, and everyone's got different types of jobs. But what you can control is that morning routine and that evening routine. And I find that if you focus on what you can control, the rest of it takes care of itself. Sometimes you're going to be in a meeting, you can't take a trade. Sometimes you are. Sometimes you're going to be in a trade, you're not going to be able to manage it. But these things you can't control. But that morning focus, having your forecasting, doing all the things that in all areas of life, I don't mean just about trading as well. And this is the thing. What I wish that someone told me when I first started learning to trade is, Mark, don't just focus on technical analysis, actually focus on all areas of your life, because as a side effect, that will affect your trading. And this is what I love about trading, that in order for you to be a good trader and an incredible trader, the maintenance work that you need to do, it encourages you, because if you're not focusing on your health, if you're not focusing on, you know, the spiritual side, if you're not reading, if you're not doing all these things, one discipline affects another, and that affects your trading. So what trading does as a side effect keeps you super sharp. So for me, I would have loved someone to say, Mark, just focus on this, don't worry about things you can't control, just focus on what you can control, and as a side effect, that will come into play. So hope that helps, and I'd love for you to implement that into your own trading journeys, especially more for you new guys and girls. That's really gonna help keep you focused.
And like, it comes down to the concept to finish off. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So something to bear in mind. And yeah, thank you for being featured on the channel.
You're welcome.
Once again,
Appreciate
good to catch up.
Yeah, wicked, man.
And incredible meetup today.
Yeah,
so
sick day today.
It's gonna be a big 2020. Hope you guys
Awesome.
enjoyed the vlog style video. And yeah, catch you all on the next one. Speak to you soon.
See you guys.
Boss.
Yeah, sick.
That was sick.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Really good. Thank you.
With